How to find best sunscreen for you. Today we will learn how to read a sunscreen label. Suppose you have a sunscreen. You have everything written over it, SPF, PA++, whether it is broad spectrum and so many other specifications. Now, very interestingly, there was a study in US and it was found that people who attend derma clinic, the clinic for skin diseases or related to skin problems, 50% of them did not know anything about sunscreen labeling, what is written on the tube. If we like the sunscreen, it comes on the Insta feed or somebody recommends, we often buy it. But let us understand today that what is written on it and what it means for you. Then only you'll be able to decide whether it is useful for you or it is not. Hi, my name is Dr. Preeti Saraswat and let us learn today what is written on your sunscreen tube. The first thing which comes to your mind whenever you buy a sunscreen is what is the SPF of this sunscreen? SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor. Rather, American Academy of Dermatology says that you can call it Sunburn Protection Factor in order to learn it or remember it better. In the lab, it is tested that when somebody stands in the sun, what is the time taken for the skin to get red? It is that time for which you can be in the sun without your skin getting affected in a harmful way. Multiplied by the factor gives you SPF. Suppose it takes 1 hour for me to stand in the sun and after an hour my skin starts getting red. If I wear a sunscreen which is of SPF 30, then I can stand in the sun for 30 hours. And suppose it takes 10 minutes for my skin to get red, then if I wear a sunscreen of SPF 30, it will take 300 minutes for my skin to get burnt or red. SPF mainly stands for ultraviolet B rays protection. Now it is important to understand that our sun rays contain a number of rays, which is visible light, ultraviolet A rays, ultraviolet B rays, infrared rays, and so on. Your SPF shows that this sunscreen will help you against UVB rays. Mainly, if you want protection for UVA rays also, then probably you should look for PA++++, which is written on the sunscreen. Even if it is not written, usually the companies, they write SPF factor only, and also they write broad spectrum sunscreen. So if something like broad spectrum sunscreen is written on your sunscreen, it means this sunscreen will protect you against both UVA rays and UVB rays. In today's scenario, when we are so much exposed to the blue light also, it comes under high energy visible radiation. The light from your laptop, the light from your screen, your phone, your LED TV, the LEDs surrounding you in your room, they all emit the high energy visible radiation. In due course of time, this also affects your skin. One more type of light from which you need to be protected is infrared radiation. This is that part of the spectrum which is higher in wavelength than the red part of the light. All these harmful effects on the skin, they are seen in various ways, like they will cause photoaging in the form of visible spots or fine lines, which is dryness and shriveling of the skin, and also sagging of the skin. Why? Because they directly go inside the skin, deplete the collagen and elastin so that the skin gets sagged. Apart from that, you can get sunburn, you can get skin cancer, which is not so common in India, but it is quite common in Australia, in US. In US, it is said that 1 out of every 5 people who attend a dermatological clinic get malignant melanoma, which is a bad skin cancer. In India, the study shows that 0.3% of people who are affected of all the cases get malignant melanoma, which is a skin cancer. So broad spectrum sunscreen means it is going to protect you against the harmful effects of UVA and UVB rays. Also see if your sunscreen helps you against HEV, which is high energy visible light, and infrared radiations. If you want to know more or you have some comments on it, you can always write in the comment section below and do like us. Coming to Waterproof sunscreen. Now, US FDA says there is nothing like waterproof sunscreen. There can be water-resistant sunscreen and very water-resistant sunscreen. Water-resistant means that if you are inside the water swimming or you are playing, you are in the water, it protects you for about 40 minutes and you have to reapply after 40 minutes. Very water resistant means it can protect you up to 80 minutes, but you have to reapply after that. Now, I should tell you here that sunscreen needs to be applied after every 2 to 3 hours if you really want to get benefit out of it. One more thing on the label says, please apply liberally. What does that mean? How much you should apply? The Cancer Council says that 1 teaspoon, which is 5 grams, should be applied on each arm, each leg, front, back and face. That makes 7 areas of 5 grams each. So you should apply 35 grams of sunscreen on your whole body if you are out in the sun and you want to be sun protected. This is about 1 shot of glass for whole body. If you apply less than that, it directly affects the sun protection factor. Now, if you are applying a sunscreen of 30 in proper amount, it will give you the benefit which I told just now. But if you apply half the amount, it won't decrease the SPF to 15, rather it will decrease it down to 5 because it doesn't decrease in a linear fashion. It goes in a logarithmic way. Therefore, how much protection you have from the sunscreen with the SPF. SPF 15 will give you protection up to 93%, SPF 30 up to 97%, SPF 50 up to 98%, but none will give you up to 100%. So you need to have some good white full sleeves clothing, white brimmed hat, then sunglasses with UV protection if you are stepping out in harsh sun. Now, every year the sun rays are getting more and more harsh and the UV rays are increasing. The ozone layer is definitely helping us with UVC rays, but still UVA and UVB are hitting us, especially during 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. UVA rays usually age you faster and tan you, may cause sunburn, but severe sunburns and leading to cancerous growths are usually done by UVB rays. Therefore, multiple things have to be taken in mind, kept in mind when you step out with your sunscreen. If you want to see a detailed analysis of sunscreen, you can click on the link above. A lot is yet to be said about whether sunscreen should be applied to babies, what is a non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic sunscreen, and also how to choose a sunscreen for your skin type. If you are having a dry or normal skin, or you are having an oily, acne-prone skin, or you are having a sensitive skin, or you are having an aging skin, how you should choose a sunscreen for yourself. All these topics let us discuss in the next video. Do share this video with somebody, your friends or family who wants to know more about sunscreen, which is one of the commonest things used in today's households. If you want to know some authentic research information about retinol, one of the most loved products for anti-aging skincare, please click the link on the left. And if you want to know the psychology behind skincare, a renowned psychologist talking with us regarding psychology of skincare, please click the link on the right.